let's deep dive into, basically the thing which is very important, which is ITAM process and its life
Process
cycle.
and life cycle.
We talked about it.
I do have one question
Sure.
here to ask from you. I do wanted to know, and this is a question which kind of got raised in Syntexas community, that what are some of the specific challenges, or what are some of the specific places where ServiceNow ITM would help me in my business?
So, it helps you be, to basically save cost. We talked about cost optimization multiple times. So it
Right.
saves you, it allows you to save cost itself only. Think it like that. You may have, let's say 100 laptops itself, 100 Apple Macs itself only of $1,000. Okay. And you get a request like you have recently, increased your team size like we did. We have added 50 more people into it, and now we need 50 more Mac devices. It's into the hands of the people that we have just hired. If you do not have a ITM like solution, you may end up typically buying the device in itself only without checking how many devices you have, where they are being utilized, how they are being utilized, whether are they free, whether are they actually assigned to the right person or not. You will not be able to do that. But with ITAM, you will be able to do that. The cost optimization is one of them. Second one is compliance and regulation. So that is something that allows us to save cost. Okay. Because if we do not do that, then we will have to pay the hefty penalties, hefty compliance, legal notice, all of that. So it allows us to save over there. Third one is the, efficiency. How efficiently we are moving, how quickly we are taking decisions. So that is also the one of the aspects. And the last piece is the security. Not for all organization, but for some of the organization where security is very key thing. Like primarily in the BFSI industry and healthcare industry, we worked with a particular customer, and they mentioned like they were not disposing the assets in the correct manner, which costed them a lot of money because some of the data got here and there, and some of the compliance got breached, and they had to pay a hefty amount. So disposing of the items is also something that is also one of the great thing that would be a benefit for them. And then we do have the depreciation as well of the assets that could also help you in saving taxes itself only. So that is also one of the aspects. So these are the primary 4-5 things that I'm able to think. And the reason why I'm able to think it like in that particular fashion is because I was talking to somebody last week itself only. And I came up with these particular 5 points after having a discovery with them, understanding their business needs and all of that. These are the 5 points where they would have saved cost. And now they are moving ahead with ServiceNow ITAM itself only, along with ITOM and ITSM.
Wow, that's great. Good choice.
Good choice. Good choice.
Okay, so Vijay, please take us through the overall life cycle and the process of ITAM.
Sure. Okay, so if we have it, if we can have it on the screen itself only. Okay. See, we talked about it. A request gets raised, we will be notified, and we will be identifying, a request has been raised, and then we would be approving it, whether this particular request is correct or not. After that, we will be fulfilling it. Fulfilling it means, identifying from where we will be getting this particular device, how we will be getting it, whether we would be getting it from our warehouse only, whether we will be getting it from some other office or other warehouse itself only, or we need to purchase it from some vendor. And if we have to do that, how many vendors we have and which vendor is giving us what cost? So we have we need to do that in the fulfillment piece. I will be showing you in the demo itself only. Then we have deployment. Deployment is basically giving them in hardware context, in software context, it's giving them the key itself only, giving them the license itself only. In cloud context, it's deploying. So that is what deployment is. Then we have monitoring. We would be monitoring it, like how the asset is performing and whether it's compliant or not. So we'll be doing that. Then we'll be doing servicing. To all the assets that we have provided, we need to provide some level of servicing. We need to provide some level of troubleshooting. So we'll be doing that. Then we have retirement, where the person is leaving, or maybe we have identified he no longer needs it. We would be retiring it, and we would be reclaiming it, or we might be disposing it. So that comes into the retirement piece itself only. So that is what life cycle of the entire asset management life cycle, ITAM, life cycle in ITAM is.
All right. Wow. Thank you so much, PJ, for giving us such a great understanding on that. And I think we really got a very real-time idea of that. As much as I'm still waiting for the demo, and I'm very eager and excited towards it. But before we move on to demo, I also want you to address how AI is being integrated in ServiceNow ITAM, because now we know nothing is going to really work to its best potential or to its best productivity or efficiency if it is not utilizing AI into its operations. So how does AI look like in ServiceNow ITAM?
That's a really great questions. So, if we can have it on the slide itself only, we have automated asset discovery and tracking. With AI-driven identification and classification, it allows us to, do better identification, and it allows us to identify assets and their configurations faster. If it is non-compliant, we will be able to identify it faster with the AI into the mix itself only. We have predictive maintenance and risk management. With AI, we have the statistics data which is being captured, then AI processing it and identifying this particular device needs maintenance. This particular device is on the risk because the type of